Last year, over 23,000 people applied for asylum in the UK. 80% of the applications failed. This is a film about people who are trying to re-establish their lives in the UK. Ivan is a teacher from Zimbabwe. He arrived in the UK in spring 2005 as an asylum seeker due to the government persecuting teachers who were campaigning for human rights. He was granted asylum a year later.
When I got my permit to live in the United Kingdom, the first thing that I thought of was to bring my children into this country. Because without my children, my life would be having a hole. My life wasn't going to be complete.
Ivan's dream came true at the end of 2006 when he was reunited with his two daughters.
When my children joined me, so that was one of the happiest moments ever that I had.
Can I open the windows?
Not really.
Hmm?
Not really.
Not really. Then you're not sure.
This one was my close friend. This one. The best thing ever.
Londo is 11 years old and goes to a secondary school. Today she begins her exams.
Today we are finishing while writing history and RE. Yeah, it was hard.
Londo, here's your pocket money. There you are. Before, when she started, I used to take her to school. But now she goes on her own.
Sunini is 18 and is currently taking a computing skill course whilst looking for employment.
There are so many chances of getting employment, and through that one can earn a living. If you use that wisely, especially for me, I think it's very good.
When Ivan was waiting for his asylum application to be decided, he worked voluntarily helping other asylum seekers with their applications at ASHA, which is an organisation that provides help for failed asylum seekers. When Ivan obtained his citizenship, he was able to gain employment at ASHA.
Ivan is one of the success stories. He's doing really well, and he's now, a taxpayer, and he's paying his dues back to the society.
Tony Openshaw is the manager of ASHA, which has over 1,500 failed asylum seekers in their files. The laws of asylum seekers are complicated. Section 4 is a legal act which gives the minimum support to failed asylum seekers.
The government recognised that not everybody can leave the UK, so they set up the special system of Section 4, which is a minimum support for people, accommodation and food vouchers, £35 per week.
You are not allowed to work, you don't access higher education. You are just kept in-house. To me, that is a psychological torture. It's like you are in a prison. It's really brain damaging. That's why I've seen a lot of asylum seekers now. A lot that I see are mentally disturbed because they are stressed out.
Virginia has been living in the UK under the Section 4 Act for 6 years. She was also a teacher in Zimbabwe who was forced to flee the country due to the government officials attacking her and her fellow teachers.
They came to my school. They took us to the riverside. Then it was really cold by then. As a way of torture, we were forced to get into the water, icy cold water. You know, they would just say you get into the water maybe through your back, and all that icy water will just get into your mouth, your nose. You'll be choked by that cold water. They ask you a question, you're still willing to support the movement for democratic change, because you won't be able to answer and you'll be afraid for your life. Then you say no. Then they say you are very stubborn.
Virginia's application for asylum has been rejected, and she's currently waiting for a reply from the Home Office concerning her appeal. She has not heard anything for 2 years. Virginia currently works at ASHA once a week as a voluntary caseworker.
I thought maybe by doing this voluntary work at ASHA, it would just give me time, you know, to be out of the house, to just do the skills that I did at school and everything, just to refresh my mind. It just gives me, you know, to feel that you are a human being as well.
No matter how much experience and how long I've been doing this job, you know, they can truly empathise with people who are going through the asylum process. They've gone through it themselves, they're going through it themselves. They really can truly, you know, have suffered.
If there's a note on there that says that nothing has been proved with Barry's case, because he's completely destitute.
For Tony's team at ASHA, the challenge of helping failed asylum seekers is immense and the workload is increasing.
None. We've sent the application off. I mean, what is the problem? We start looking here.
You see, speaking through someone is one of the difficult things to do.